Let's get it. David's story. David Anthony Burke, known as David, is an American singer-songwriter who gained fame on TikTok by creating his own music for his gaming videos. A timeline of his story includes early life, born in Queens, 2005, moved to Houston. As a child, he was homeschooled and listened to gospel music until his teenage years when he discovered artists like Triple X Tentacion and developed an interest in indie music. Gaming on El Tubo, Burke started his career by making YouTube montages of the game Fortnite. To avoid copyright issues with the music he was using, he began creating his own original tracks using a music making app on his phone. TikTok breakthrough. A snippet of his song Romantic Homicide went viral on TikTok, boosting his online presence. After the song was released in July 2022, it became an international hit. The following month, his song Here With Me also found viral success on the platform, eventually charting on the Billboard 100. Record deal and major releases. Following his viral success, Burke signed with Darkroom and Interscope Records in September 2022. He released his debut EP, Petals to Thorns, in May 2023 and followed it with another EP, The Lost Petals, later that year. His debut full-length album, Withered, was released in April 2025. Miss me with this emo shit, man. Motherfuckers is Petals and Withered and all kind of roses. Partnerships. Burke has also been involved in several brand and media partnerships. In March 2024, he joined the gaming and lifestyle organization 100 Thieves as a content creator. He also wrote Locked and Loaded, the official Fortnite 2025 anthem. Recent criminal investigation. In September 2025, a criminal investigation was launched after human remains were found in an abandoned Tesla registered to Burke. On September 8, 2025, police responded to a tow yard in Hollywood, California, after employees reported a foul odor coming from the vehicle. Inside the front trunk, they discovered the severely decomposed body of a teenage girl. The victim was later identified as Celeste Rivas, a 15-year-old girl who had been reported missing from Lake Elsinore, California in April 2024. While police have not named Burke as a suspect or person of interest, his tour dates have been canceled and his planned deluxe album was shelved as the investigation proceeds. His representatives have stated that he is cooperating with authorities. The victim was later identified as Celeste Rivas, a 15-year-old girl. I don't understand how this bozo is still walking around free like nothing. He's on tour. They raided his house today, but we're going to get into all of that. Let's get into it right now. All right, shout out to Blackie Speaks. If you like what he does, give him a follow. Let's get it.
You probably heard about the viral story surrounding popular singer David, spelled D4vd. It started when the body of a Jane Doe was found inside a Tesla registered to him. At first, there was no confirmation that David had any connection to her until now. The David story just got really dark, and in this video, I'm going to break it down all together with you. So drop a like on this video because you're in for one hell of a story. Now, before we get into the latest developments, let's rewind for a second because just a few days ago, this is what we knew. Popular singer David, spelled D4vd, a 20-year-old Houston-raised artist who blew up on TikTok with his song Romantic Homicide, a sleeper hit with over 1.6 billion streams on Spotify that opened the door for him to a major record deal, global recognition, tours, and major brand collabs. On the surface, he was just a young star living the dream life. But about a week ago, Los Angeles police made a discovery, one that would soon be connected to David himself. On September 8th, 2025, police in Los Angeles found a decomposed body inside a Tesla, and that Tesla was registered to a David Burke, which turned out to be popular singer David himself. According to reports, workers at an impound lot noticed a foul odor coming from the car. When they opened up the Tesla's trunk, they discovered human remains stuffed inside a bag. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner described her as a female about 5'2", weighing just 71 pounds, which equals to 32 kilograms for my international viewers. She had wavy black hair, metal stud earrings, a yellow bracelet, and a tattoo on her right index finger that literally read,
I don't even like how you hold the mic, like, you fucking
quiet.
Jerk off.
And a tattoo on her right index finger that literally read, shh, like, shh, quiet. At the time,
she has a tattoo on her finger that says, shh.
Viewers, she had wavy black hair, metal stud earrings, a yellow bracelet, and a tattoo on her right index finger that literally read, shh, like, shh, quiet. At the time, her name wasn't released, but Those details alone were shocking as they were, considering who this car was connected to. The LAPD confirmed the vehicle had been sitting in the yard for days, and they even had to call David himself, who was on tour at the time, to inform him that his car had a body inside of it. And David was cooperating with the police and claimed he had no knowledge of what they found. But while that was happening, the fallout started hitting him hard. Clothing brand Hollister, who had just launched a campaign with David, pulled his images from their website and seemingly ended their relationship with the singer quietly. And at the same time, the internet was asking a lot of questions, right? How did this young popular artist with no history of violence suddenly get tied to something this disturbing?
Shout out Shannon, how did his car get impounded? From my understanding, it was abandoned. So it was just picked up off the street.
For the past week, things have been up in the air with no real answers, but what's come out since then changes everything.
This story is the only reason I've heard about this clown. Yeah, I didn't know who the fuck he was.
For the past week, things have been up in the air with no real answers, but what's come out since then changes everything. A week after the news broke, we finally got confirmation of who that person was. According to NBC News, the victim was identified through forensics as 15-year-old Celeste Rivas. Celeste had been reported missing out of Lake Elsinore back in April of 2024. According to authorities, she left her home around 9 p.m. one evening.
She was 13 years old.
And never came back. Her family put out flyers, posted her photos, and pleaded for anyone with information to come forward so their baby girl could be brought home. At the time of her disappearance, she had last been seen wearing gray pants, a black sweater, and Hello Kitty sandals. So when police connected the remains inside David's Tesla to Celeste through forensic testing, it wasn't just a tragic discovery. It was the end of a year-long search her family had been desperately holding on to hope for. Authorities also said that she had likely been dead inside that Tesla for an extended period of time before the body was discovered. Right now, the exact cause of death has not yet been determined. The LAPD says the coroner has not classified the case as a homicide or released a manner of death, and there are no suspects at this time. As for David himself, real name David Burke, a spokesperson said he was informed of the situation and that he is fully cooperating with authorities. At the time, like we stated, he was of course on tour, but his scheduled show in Seattle was canceled immediately after the news broke. So with Celeste now identified, the tragedy hit even harder. A 15-year-old little girl who had been missing since 2024 was found in the trunk of a car registered to a popular singer in the music industry. Just as the internet was trying to process what happened, police have officially made their next move, and it shows just how serious they're taking this case right here. Within 48 hours of Celeste being officially identified, investigators made their next move. Police executed a search warrant at a Hollywood Hills home where David had been staying. He doesn't own the property, but sources confirmed it was a place he had been living recently. And here's where things get more serious. TMZ reports that the home was actually rented by David's manager, and detectives did not leave empty-handed. LAPD's robbery homicide division walked out with several evidence bags and a computer. Photos and videos posted earlier this year even showed David inside the house, singing with producer Benny Blanco in the kitchen and dancing in the living room. TMZ compared the interiors of that footage to real estate listings, and they matched the property that police searched. Neighbors also recall seeing that same Tesla parked outside the house for days before it was eventually towed. A car with Texas plates and a big dent that stood out on the street. At the time, no one thought much of it, but looking back now, perhaps it was no coincidence. So for now, police haven't classified this as a homicide because the medical examiner still hasn't determined exactly how Celeste died. The Tesla was abandoned and towed on September 6th, and just 2 days later, workers at the impound lot made the grim discovery. Investigators say the case now depends on the coroner's findings. And so far, the process has apparently been very difficult. I'm assuming it's probably because, her body was decomposed, so that would make a lot of sense, right? No arrests have been made so far, but the fact that LAPD homicide detectives are searching homes connected to David shows just how closely they're closing in on his world. And if that wasn't enough, okay, the plot has thickened even more, and we got some new details.
Shut up, let's do one to get caught. Tell me why. So not only is he a killer, he's a Chomes. Indeed.
Details that make this story darker than anyone expected. Here's where things get even darker. According to TMZ, investigators may be looking at a direct connection between David and Celeste herself, and after TMZ got a tip that the victim might be Celeste, they reached out to her mother, and her mother confirmed two things. Number one, first, that Celeste apparently had a boyfriend named David, and number two, that she had a tattoo on her right index finger that said, "Shh." Now that right there is not new information, right? It lined up exactly with what the initial reports from the coroner were saying, but here's where things get crazy, because David himself has the exact same tattoo inked on his right index finger. And on the screen right now, you'll see a picture of that. So let's just keep this on the screen for a second if you want to check it out, because I don't want you rewinding this and going out of your way to, rewind it. So as you guys can see, here's the picture. Looking, you see it? Great. Let's keep it moving. All right, so this is already a lot. I ain't even gonna lie, this is a lot. Okay, so let's just sit with this for a second. They found a body in a Tesla registered to David. It ends up being 15-year-old Celeste Rivas, who's been missing since April 2024. Ma Dukes, Celeste's mother, said her daughter had a boyfriend named David. And on top of all that, they both got the same tattoo on their finger. And it doesn't stop there, because the plot just keeps on getting thicker. Because TMZ didn't just talk to Celeste's mom. They actually published photos and even a video that appear to show David and Celeste together. On the screen right now, you can see exactly what I'm talking about, and I'll just keep it on the screen for a second or two just so you can watch it, so you don't have to rewind. You see it right there? All right. And out of respect for her family, I've blurred her face in any of the visuals in this video, okay? According to TMZ, one of the photos shows them sitting together at a booth at a venue, both of them wearing black. Now, TMZ also pointed out something very interesting, which was David is wearing the same exact shirt in that booth photo as he wore in a picture with singer Billie Eilish back in October 2023, and that photo is right here, okay? So now, this is what TMZ stated, and in no way, shape, or form is this particular connection a sign of anything beyond what they reported. It's just an observation they made to support the photo being authentic, okay? And it wasn't just photos, however, okay? TMZ also posted a live stream from January 2024 showing the two of them on camera together answering questions from fans. In the clip, you can hear what appears to be Celeste telling David to respond to a comment. That's a direct interaction on video, and it's left a lot of people asking questions. And remember, this is a 15-year-old...
what the fuck is a 13-year-old girl doing there with dude on a live stream?
And remember, this is a 15-year-old girl we're talking about. Now, TMZ, who obviously...
Didn't they say she went missing when she was 13?
They've been putting in some work on this story, right? They did even more digging. And what they claim is this. They found another photo of David in Lake Elsinore, the same city where Celeste went missing back in April 2024 after leaving her home around 9 p.m. and never coming back. For context, Lake Elsinore is about 70 miles outside of Los Angeles, and it's where Celeste lived with her family. And here's the part that made people react, okay? The photo that TMZ stated that they have was taken just a 6-minute walk from Celeste's family home. Once again, I want to make it clear, this is what TMZ reported. I'm not saying that this, says anything. I'm just reporting what they said, okay? And also, just so we're on the same page here, police have not named a suspect in Celeste's death. But according to TMZ, for detectives to even get that search warrant on the Hollywood Hills home that David lived in but doesn't own, that's what led investigators to seize a computer and multiple evidence bags from the property.
Shout out to the other. Which one is it, 13 or 15? Doesn't really matter, but the poster says she was 13 when she went missing. I think, what, are they taking into account? Are they taking into account her birthday since then, since they haven't set a cause of unaliving? I don't know. That would mean that when that live stream happened, she could have been 13, she could have been 12. Who the fuck was paying attention? And who was in that fucking live chat? Who's a fan of this guy, who knows everything about him, and nobody know nothing about her? She out there, she ain't supposed to be where she was at.
Now, since I want to be very mindful of how I cover this particular story, considering how sensitive it is, let me just say it like this, right? There are other photos and videos of Celeste and David floating around social media, but I won't be showing those here. Her family just got the worst possible news of their life, and I want to keep that in mind as I break the story down. So we're sticking strictly to what's been reported publicly by verified outlets. That way we keep it respectful, accurate, and, above all else, responsible, right? Now, this next part is wild as well, because there's this video that surfaced online that TMZ published, which is a video of one of Celeste's alleged former teachers talking about her in class. He pulled out his phone, showed students a photo of himself with Celeste, and said he had taught her years ago. And according to this teacher, Celeste first disappeared after meeting David on social media. He claims this, right? And he even claims that she ran away to Hollywood with him before police eventually tracked her down and returned her to her mother.
That's her in my classroom in front of this poster right here. Okay, hold up. I got another one because I got a picture on TMZ of this other kid exchanging stuff with the rapper who we alleged did this stuff. Hold on a second, because he's also in my classroom.
Wait, how long ago was this?
We all just found out.
Yeah, I think that's what it is, Shannon. She was 13 when she went missing. Now, this guy's saying he has a picture of Celeste in that room, and he has a picture of this other kid who was in a picture that surfaced of him and David, and they're exchanging something. I don't know what they're exchanging, but it's just a picture like a sneaker meetup kind of looking picture. If it was like a screenshot from one of those type of videos. Just two guys standing in front of each other. And this teacher's got pictures of both of them in that classroom.
This stuff, hold on a second, because he's also in my classroom.
Wait, how long ago was this?
We all just found out yesterday who it was, but she's been missing since I taught her. So when I taught her, she met this dude on social media. He was a rapper in LA. He came and got her. She ran away from home. She was gone for like a month. The cops found her in Hollywood, brought her back to our school. She came back to our school, kind of told people this story. She disappeared again in May of that year, May of 2024. That's when her friends told me what happened, that it was this rapper, and then I found out yesterday that she's now dead in that rapper's car, cut into pieces. You want to know how they met? I feel like I just said it. Social media.
Listen, man, he's not telling a fucking lie. Shout out Oso. A lot of people failed her, but that's the problem with these kids thinking they know it all. The thinking shit, you gotta fucking figure it out. You gotta hold them there. You can't, you know what I'm saying? Lock the doors. Do something, because these predators is out here now. This builds up a history. This is a history that they've had. She's already run off with this dude. She's already run off with this dude and got brought back, and then she disappears, and then he goes on tour, and then she's found. What? Why was he not locked up at that point? Maybe she just registered as a runaway and didn't implicate him and just told her friends, which told the teacher about it. I don't know. That plus social media. Social media is some shit that we didn't have, you know. We had the PL. We had the streets. You had to go to the neighborhood to hang out with the people. You had to go to this neighborhood to hang out with those people. Not no more, man. You get these motherfuckers on the internet, then they feel like they know each other after a little bit of time. Next thing you know, they're up under each other.
In May 2024,
social media.
The teacher says that she went missing again in May 2024, 1 month after she was reported missing in April of 2024, and that was the last he heard of her.
Yeah, I feel like he fucked up the dates there. 100% kids think they know it all. Social media has them thinking they know more than they really do. They think that Google got the answer. Google don't answer for common sense.
So now, he told his class he was sharing this as a cautionary tale about the dangers of social media. Again, this is what the teacher is claiming, but as you guys can see, I just played the video, right? The plot definitely keeps getting thicker and thicker and thicker and thicker. And on that note, there's also a bunch of Discord messages floating around the internet right now that people are connecting to this story. Since I personally can't verify if they're accurate or not, I won't be showing them in this video. But what I will say is this: they're out there and they're
shout out to this kid for all his being responsible. It's Cali, though they seem to shit the bed all the time. Cali don't give a shit. I'm telling you, I saw two dudes scrapping. Police came and they were like, dude telling them he did this. He's like, man, we weren't here, man. We can't do nothing about it. Shout out Zorada. We grew up street smart. Facts.
Adding a whole other layer of speculation to this case right here. Now here's another layer people online have been talking about. A leaked song that's been floating around where David allegedly mentions Celeste by name. Supposedly the track is titled Celeste. Now let's be very clear. I have no clue where this comes from. Is it legit? Is it AI?
Yeah, see, then I don't want to hear it either. I fucks with this kid. Alright? Shout out Blackie Speaks. I don't wanna fucking play no AI bullshit that I don't know where it came from.
I can't verify that, and that's exactly why I'm not gonna play it here, but it's been circulating, and the fact that people even believe this record exists has added another wow twist to the narrative. And by the way, just to be clear, it's an actual song. Like, it's an existing song, but I just can't verify if it's a real song, if you get what I'm saying. Because sometimes people might make certain things with AI because a story is big. You get what I'm saying? Now, with everything we just laid out, let's talk about the fallout, because things are starting to spiral. Right after Celeste was officially identified, David hit a pause on his world tour. He was actually going to perform in Europe, like places like Copenhagen, Stockholm, I believe London as well, and Poland if I'm not mistaken, but it looks like the tour has been put on hold as of today. On top of the tour getting shut down, a few popular artists in the industry have already started distancing themselves from David. One of those artists is Kali Uchis, a very talented singer who, the last time I checked, she was in a relationship with Don Toliver, and I believe they actually had a baby. She actually teamed up with David earlier this year on a song called Crashin' from his debut album Withered. But after the news broke about Celeste, Kali Uchis publicly responded on Instagram saying that the collab is in the process of being taken down from streaming services. And when people in her comments try to blame her for working with him, she fired back saying that's just internalized misogyny. In other words, women always getting blamed for what men do, which happens. Aside from that, Canadian pop star Tate McRae, one of the biggest names in the mainstream right now, has also decided to unfollow David on social media. And like we already know, Hollister pulled him from their campaign as well. So as you guys could see, the industry is, the industry is reacting to this, okay? So right now, things are very much up in the air. Authorities haven't named a suspect, and they haven't even determined the exact cause of death. But the fact that they searched his home, seized evidence, they left with a computer, all these ties are being cut, it shows just how seriously they're treating this. For David, this isn't just a hit to his career. His entire world is hanging by a thread. You know, it's strange how this thing started with Celeste being found in that Tesla, and now it's turned into one of the most shocking stories the music industry has seen in a long time. This story is going to keep on developing, and eventually we'll get the truth of what happened to 15-year-old Celeste. And I trust that law enforcement will do their due diligence, because at the end of the day, this isn't just a headline right here. It's about a young girl and her family who deserve answers more than anybody. And as for David himself, his connection...
You can't let a 13-year-old run you the fuck over, man. You can't do it. At 13, you might got a shot of holding on. You can't just let a 13-year-old run you down, because they will.
To Celeste is weird, it's strange, and honestly, it's pretty creepy in my opinion, right? I'm not saying that he's guilty. I'm just saying, like, just the fact that he's even connected to this, especially considering her age, I think it's weird, right? There are too many coincidences here for it not to raise eyebrows. But since we don't know what we don't know, it's hard to take a firm stance on what the truth actually is, right? What I do know is that public opinion is forming fast, and that's why people are looking at this situation and saying something doesn't feel right. My number one concern here is that Celeste's family gets justice, and that they find out what really happened to her, why it happened, and who was responsible. Because yeah, the internet's locked in since it's tied to a popular singer and this guy's famous, and nobody thought that he would ever be connected to something like this. But when you strip all that away, what matters most is the life that was lost. So my condolences go to Celeste's family, and I pray strength and comfort upon them during this time.
Let's check out Poetic Flacco's version of this, and then I want to see, there's another guy that broke down what was being said on that live stream. She said some shit that sound like what Shannon talking about. Extortion is another epidemic on social media. Not saying it applies here. Just stupid things social media leads our young people to do. Coño, man. It was safer in the streets.
We may have on our hands right now the greatest murder mystery in black culture history.
But
this
is it a
one
mystery though? But is it a mystery though?
Where I've sat with this all day, going through this rabbit hole, not believing what I was seeing, not believing how sick certain people are, and just being befuddled as to how this could happen in front of everybody. How did this take place? If you guys are not aware, I'm talking about the murder mystery surrounding singer/rapper David. His stage name is D4vd's. Right, but I think it's pronounced David.
Still waiting to learn more about the victim.
If you ask me, that's down for VD. Sorry. You didn't think out your fucking metaphor, dickhead.
No, mommy's wait.
Found inside the trunk of a car at a tow yard in Hollywood.
Police say the strong stench triggered the investigation. And now it is News Reporter Sophie Flay is live near the scene where we learned the car is registered to a multi-platinum artist. Sophie.
Yeah, David, Giovanna, that's right. The LAPD tells us they are still in the very early stages of this investigation. But that tow yard, it's behind me here, and we've seen patrol cars coming in and out all day. We spoke to residents in the area who say they are in shock.
Do you know the solar company's dirty little secret? Well, it turns out that if you live in Illinois, they have to.
I've got more questions than I have fear right now.
Decomposing human remains found in a bag inside a Tesla at a Hollywood tow yard. Los Angeles police responding after reports of a foul smell coming from the car. Eyewitness News confirming that vehicle is registered to 20-year-old singer David, whose real name is David Anthony Burke. One of his fans showing up with a sign that reads, "David didn't do it."
It doesn't feel real. Like, I'm kind of in disbelief still. Like, I don't.
You like one of them dudes that write to motherfucking serial unalivers in prison and shit, or marry people in prison and shit. You don't know shit about the story. You don't got a fact that is falling in front of your focals, and then you want to sit around and talk about he didn't do it. Fuck do you know? You wanted to be on TV.
I don't know if it's a lot. It's just a lot.
Los Angeles police made
a goofball. It's a lot. It's a lot. You mean you ran out of shit to say on camera?
Whose real name is David Anthony Burke. One of his fans showing up with a sign that reads, "David didn't do it."
It doesn't feel real. Like, I'm kind of in disbelief still. Like, I don't know if it's a lot.
Shut the fuck up, man. It's a lot. It's a lot. Shout out Zoraida. People make fun of me because I still check my 18-year-old cell. I don't care. You living under my roof, I'm still paying your bills. I still call the shots, which includes access to the phone. Coño, man. It's rough.
It's just a lot.
Los Angeles police made the gruesome discovery Monday, but says the impounded car had been parked at the tow yard for 2 days after it was abandoned on a street in the neighborhood. Police saying the victim found inside the front trunk had been dead for some time.
But the first thing that goes through my head is that I'm going to be watching the series on Netflix in like a year. Like, this is a big deal.
He was on tour when the body was discovered in the back of the Tesla at the impound. And naturally, people gave him the benefit of the doubt. They say, I mean, he's on tour. Possibly his Tesla was stolen and somebody did something nefarious with the vehicle once they stole it. Even the police and TMZ was giving him the benefit of the doubt. As you see here, nobody was really suspecting or accusing him of doing anything nefarious. Like, the official theories being thrown around was maybe he gave his car to somebody, or maybe it was possibly stolen.
Situation
with David? Yeah, he didn't do it.
He's not a murderer?
No.
Thank God, bro, because I was still gonna listen to his music.
Bruh, like, how do you say such stupid things with such confidence? How the fuck do you know? How does these two dorks in this room know what dude did or didn't do? Y'all are the kind of assholes that vouch for everybody and vouch for anybody. You know what it makes you look like? Somebody that nobody should vouch for. What the fuck do these guys know about what he did or didn't do? It's crazy to me. The confidence in which he says
I was just
or maybe it was possibly stolen.
Situation
with David? Yeah, he didn't do it.
He's not a murderer?
No.
Thank God, bro, because I was still gonna listen to his music. I was just worried that I'd be an asshole if I did.
No, listen, he didn't do it. He literally performed the next day. If he was a suspect, the police would have been after him.
Oh, shut up. See, miss me with that shit. If they would have snatched him, there would have been blood in the streets. I've heard it all before. If this, if that. Y'all don't know how the shit works. Neither do we. But to have such confidence and be like, nah, he's innocent. He's straight. He's on tour. What?
He's not a suspect.
He's not just escaping the police clutches?
No. And I'm going to perform. We're going to perform on the 20th. Me and David.
That's
in the ween.
That's where the confirmation bias comes from. Right? We got a show. In his reality, this can't be real. He got a show to do. Nah, she's real.
And I'm going to perform. We're going to perform on the 20th. Me and David.
In the ween.
Let me do it. I'll make it. So.
Period.
Do you think David did it?
Do I think he's a murderer?
Think about, a lot of us have had 15-year-olds, 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds. Think about the stupid shit they say. The problem is these guys are rich and get to say it to millions of people. Just stupid shit all day. How the fuck you know what he did or didn't do? Because we can't ruin the 20th. Shut up. Yeah, how do they know? They don't fucking know. Assholes for sure. Two assholes. They're all stupid kids that don't know shit about life. And they're telling all these kids about life. But the motherfuckers don't listen to us. We ain't listen to no motherfucker either. I mean, we listen to some of that shit. At least we could acknowledge now what we didn't listen to, right? I don't think these kids are going to know what they didn't know. You never know what kind of world you wake up to. Power goes out, systems fail, or you end up somewhere you shouldn't have been. That's where survival fraud comes in. the OGs of emergency prep. From solar-powered gear to bug-out bags that'll keep you breathing while everyone else panics. They got the real tools for the real situations. I'm not talking fantasy gear, I'm talking survival gear. Hit the Survival Frog link in the description and get geared up. Be ready, stay sharp, stay dangerous.
With David?
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't do it.
He's not a murderer?
No.
Thank God, bro, because I was still going to listen to his music. I was just worried that I'd be an asshole if I did.
No, listen, he didn't do it. He literally performed the next day. If he was a suspect, the police would have been after him. He's not a suspect.
He's not just escaping the police clutches?
No, and I'm going to perform. We're going to perform on the 20th, me and David.
In the ween.
Let me do it. I'll make it. So,
period.
Do you think David did it?
Do I think he's a murderer?
Yeah.
Can't rule him out.
Can't rule him out?
Can't rule him out.
Damn.
See, after he said what he said with such confidence, now he's questioning what he said.
Way, no.
You know what I did think was incredibly soft? I don't know if it's
how
true.
do you steal a Tesla, though?
Huh? Wait, so you think it is him?
No, I don't think it's him.
A Tesla?
I don't think it's him because he's been on tour.
No,
but also,
I don't think it's him either.
Yeah, but it doesn't say that she was unalived yesterday, stupid. Are you even thinking? She could have been unalived a year ago. She could have been unalived 6 months ago. He was on tour? Yo, man.
It's like almost obviously not him. But what's weird is that Crocs dropped him.
Yeah, why would they do that?
That's weird.
It's almost obviously not him. See, they can't say maybe it's him, right? Afraid of lawsuits or whatever. Meanwhile, Crocs could get rid of him. Hollister could get rid of him. Everybody get rid of him. Nobody suing them. How you gonna sue them?
Yeah, and Hollister. Like, what? Why would they do that? Guilty till proven innocent? No. Innocent till proven guilty.
Yeah, he think he dropped the bar right there. Yeah.
Was kind of strange because the days following the announcement that a dead body was found in the back of his Tesla at the impound lot, the brands dropped him. Like brands that he was modeling for, like Crocs and Hollister, they dropped him. So whatever information they found doing their own investigation, or maybe they just don't want to be involved with somebody who may or may not be involved in a murder.
And don't get it fucked up. These people do their investigations. Hollywood, TV, these brands, they do their investigation.
Murder investigation. So that was the only thing that he really lost. But for the most part, nobody is really throwing out theories that he did this. Everybody thinks this dude is on a world tour. Somebody stole his Tesla, did something nefarious with it while he was on tour, and that's the end of that. That's until more details began to come out. Once we got fed more information surrounding what's going on with this dead body in the back of this Tesla, once the details got out, once TMZ began doing their investigation, the theory that this Tesla got stolen and this person killed somebody and put the dead body in the back of the vehicle wrapped up, that got thrown out the window. Because the new information we got makes that scenario like empirically impossible. The theory that he didn't know what was going on was out the window once the police identified the body. So the mother of 15-year-old, 5'1", 171-pound Celeste Hernandez, once she heard what the description of the victim was, the mother called into the police station and said, yo, I think that's my daughter. And they was able to positively identify who the victim was. And the victim was identified.
So how many times did that family probably tell authorities that it was David? That's where to look for her.
Celeste Hernandez. Once she heard what the description of the victim was, the mother called into the police station and said, yo, I think that's my daughter. And they was able to positively identify who the victim was. And the victim was identified as a 15-year-old named Celeste Rivas Hernandez, who's been missing for a year now. The bad situation got progressively worse once we got more information. The mother apparently told the police that before her daughter went missing, her daughter let her know she had a boyfriend, and her boyfriend's name was David. She never met David, but she remembered her daughter telling her her boyfriend's name was David. To make things worse for David, him and the victim have the same tattoo on their right index finger. It was a tattoo of the word shh. At the beginning of the week, this started as a murder investigation that may have included somebody stealing David's car, doing something nefarious and putting a dead body in his vehicle. to David is being investigated for murdering a 15-year-old that he was dating. If the tattoo or her telling her mother she was dating David wasn't bad enough, people close to Celeste and David began to post pictures, removing any and all doubt that David knew this 15-year-old victim. They posted pictures of them together. This picture you're looking at is of Celeste and David on FaceTime with one of their friends. The friend screenshotted it and reposted it at that particular time. They called the friend at 3:51 a.m. Why was he chilling with a then 13-year-old at 3:51 a.m.? This situation without the murder is already career-ending. This situation without the murder is already a situation
life-ending,
serious enough to where I don't ever want to see this man make another song. This man needs to be locked away for life and castrated. This is disgusting, bruh. What would possess you to do this? This was not just a normal groupie or a fan. This was a 13 or 15-year-old fan of his that he began dating and harboring as she ran away. That's what the accusations are. Now, before we even get to the possibility of him murdering her, let's get to this relationship, okay, between Celeste and David, because it gets even nastier. The receipts that has surfaced gets even nastier. And, oh, by the way, that entire excuse of maybe somebody stole the vehicle and did something bad, he didn't know the vehicle got stolen, you can throw that out the window, bro. There's a 0% chance that somebody stole David's vehicle and then go looking for the closest person to David to murder. Cut it out, bro. Cut it out. They stole his vehicle, murdered his 15-year-old girlfriend, and put her body inside the back of his vehicle. Cut it out, man. That doesn't make sense whatsoever. Celeste went missing April 5th of 2024, but the friends posted messages of them talking to Celeste April 29th of 2024, where they're expressing like they know she's on the run, but telling her
April 5th.
But the friends posted messages of them talking to Celeste April 29th of 2024.
Don't text me back. He's crying. Do not text me. He bitching about something? Fixed it. I'm staying. Don't text. ¿Qué tal? What you doing? So what the fuck happened? I fixed him. I don't know how we both cried to get. And he changed his mind. I'm happy he did though. So todo va a estar bien. Dyeing my hair again. No clue why the fuck he's crying.
Where they're expressing like they know she's on the run, but telling her.
No clue though. We were crying. I don't get it. Let me see. This is crazy.
Hey, don't delete this burner Instagram. We still want to be able to reach you.
Yeah, I don't want to see this.
It gets disturbing, man. And it really made me throw up. Why are you with a 15-year-old runaway? Why do the 15-year-old runaway friends keep talking about her getting in trouble with you? Why do they feel like she's unsafe with you? What went on? And most importantly, about a year after these messages are written, she pops up dead in the back of David's vehicle. That's not suspicious to you guys? Like that's not reasons to pause here and say, this isn't about a stolen vehicle. This isn't about what the other theories are. This is about somebody may have committed cold-blooded murder here. Here's more receipts of him communicating with her when she was 13 years old in 2022 in Discord. Now, and on your left is more screenshots of people who's been on FaceTime with her and David. My thing is, what would this do? What was he doing on FaceTime with these kids, with these children, bro? Like, you don't have any friends your own age that you could FaceTime with? This is weird. This is sickening. He hasn't given any statement yet. Because the only statement he could really give, to be honest, that he really has to give is, yeah, that was my girlfriend. That was somebody who I was exploiting, but I didn't kill her, bro. Either way, you're going to jail. You are going to rot in a prison cell, bro. You're going to die in prison, bro. You are going to...
He shouldn't be safe wherever he's at right now. They don't want to know where that girl's daddy was and where that girl's mama was.
Jail for a very long time here, man. TMZ apparently confirmed that this photo shows the singer David near the area where the victim lived before she disappeared. Now, the person who posted this picture alleged...
This is the kid that the teacher said was also in his classroom. So this is her neighborhood.
...that David was paying people to keep Celeste's age a secret. Again, this is what TMZ is reporting. Not poetic.
What?
Posted this picture alleged that David was paying people to keep Celeste's age a secret.
This photo shows singer David near the area where the victim lived before she disappeared. The user who posted the picture alleges that David was paying people to keep Celeste's age a secret.
Again, this is what TMZ is reporting. Not Poetic Flacco. TMZ is reporting this. Here's where things get a whole lot spookier. I'm talking about YNW Melly Murder on My Mind spooky, like when Melly was arrested for murdering his two best friends, and then the song surfaced of Murder on My Mind where...
Man, I hate that. I like the melody of that song.
He's rapping about murdering his best friend, but he wrote the song like years before the murder. We got something similar here, okay? So Celeste, her birthday is September 7th. We know this from the missing person poster. Her birthday is September 7th. David released a song on September 7th titled Romantic Homicide, where he raps about murdering his love interest. The song has about 178 million views, so it's a pretty popular song. Now, the lyrics from this song actually says, "In the back of my mind, I killed you, and I didn't even regret it. I can't believe I said it, but it's true." In the era where lyrics is being used in court, sir, you are cooked. You are...
Motherfucker think he found a girl that nobody cared about enough, and he had enough money to finally live out his Dexter fantasy?
Cooked. Now, you want to know where this gets a little bit more eerie? A little bit more kind of crazy and sociopathic? It appears she may have been killed on her birthday. She may have been killed on September 7th.
Why Flacco could say whatever he want? He don't got to use code words and shit.
Body was actually located in the impound in the back of the Tesla on September 9th. What we do know, right, is it was parked outside for 2 days before they brought it in.
So here's the thing. Did he smoke her right before? How long? We ain't got no word of that. How long has she been there? How long has she been gone? Did he do it right before he left on tour? How did that happen?
To the impound on the 9th. The stench was just too crazy. They had to check. If the car was parked outside for 2 days prior, that means that he parked the car there on September 7th. And the car was there for 2 days before they brought it to the impound lot. That could possibly mean he could have murdered this person on September 7th because...
But I feel like he also could have done it on August 31st.
Like, I would assume they were already dead when the car got parked. So they could potentially have been killed on the 7th, on the birthday, which would have been foreshadowing in that song. Now, this is spooky. This is insane. I don't know what to make of this. What I do know is something does not add up here.
Yeah, I agree, Velez. I wonder how long I've been decomposing for if it was as bad as they say. Oh, it's Cali. Heat.
At all. At all. But y'all let me know what y'all think. All right? Do y'all believe he's involved? Do y'all believe he did this? Now, he's staying quiet. He's lowering up. He's not responding back or saying nothing to nobody. I reached out. Everybody reached out. He's not speaking. Now, he canceled the tour dates. Now, he went on a world tour, right, afterwards. Now, I'll be real. He should have started that world tour in North Korea or Russia somewhere, man, where there's no extradition. You should have stayed there, homie, because right now, the police ain't allowing you to leave the country, bro. If they got to lock you up on a complaint and they have a certain time frame to create this indictment, they're going to do so before they allow you to leave the country.
I don't know how or what plays factors into decomposition of a body, but why the fuck would you leave the body in your car in the street you live in? Shit, I didn't even think about that or hear that if it was the street he lived on, if the car was... He said the car was stolen. Was it stolen and then parked on his block? I don't know, bro. It just all sounds stupid. And it sounds like this dude lived out his fantasy on that little girl. Why? Because she was out there. She was able to get away. She was able to go away with him. It sounds like he pulled off his fantasy, allegedly. He shouldn't feel safe nowhere. Either way, you already popped. We already got you on camera 3 o'clock in the morning with this kid. We already got that. I think people were making that excuse for him. I don't know if he made that excuse that someone stole the car. I don't know. See, that sounds like she been there a long time. Longer than, I don't know how it works either. But Vicente, say more. The crazy thing is that there's 2 Celeste and they both look the same. Stop it. Is that for real? I thought that's where they found the car. I might be wrong. Was the car reported stolen? Don't Teslas have GPS and all that? I don't know. I don't know who made the stolen excuse. I know the car was towed. They said it was abandoned. I guess it was in a bad spot. I don't know. He Unalived one Celeste and the other one's still alive, I believe. What?
Remember, Celeste went missing in April 2024, and her mother said that she went off with her boyfriend named David. Celeste's mother has no reason to lie. Here's video footage of Celeste backstage with David back in June 2024. So this would have been a couple months after she went missing. And of course, we have that video footage of Celeste with David wearing the same sweatshirt that she's wearing in the photo that is featured in her missing persons report. Now, I didn't realize how popular David is, and unfortunately, his music is becoming even more popular because people are learning who he is, they're streaming him, so he's actually climbing the charts, but he's supposed to be on tour right now. It's the Withered tour, and even looking at this poster, it seems pretty morbid. It kind of looks like he's in a field with these roses. It's like a gloomy setting, and he just started to kick off his tour in August. One of the disgusting features at his shows is that he's kind of like having a funeral at the beginning of the show. They have a casket and everything, and it seems like he's kind of making a mockery of what Celeste has gone through. Like, seriously, explain to me, why do we need a full casket here? And oh my gosh, they even have the vehicle to unload it. It just seems like he's doing this in like a sacrificial way at his shows, kind of glorifying the fact that he's gotten away with this. He's singing about it, he's performing about it, and now he's bringing in a casket to just make a joke of her. It's disgusting. One person shared on Reddit that David even made
hit the like button if you have yet to do so, yo.
Custom bloody shirts asking his fans to wear this at his tour. Now, I don't know if this is some like PTSD from what he had done to her. Why would he want everyone to be dressed like this? Like, the blood splatter really scares me, especially when you think about like what Celeste could have gone through. I mean, her body has been decomposing, so it's difficult for them to tell. I don't know how long it could have been. It could have been a couple months, a couple weeks. It could have been since 2024. I mean, there is a really weird video clip of David going viral of him cleaning off some shoes. And just after seeing that blood splatter, I wonder what he was cleaning off of these.
Okay, so I checked out his burner account, and there's this video of him cleaning shoes. And there were like Hello Kitty shoes that he was cleaning also. But he's cleaning these pair of shoes right here. This is Celeste's profile picture on Facebook, and she's wearing the exact same pair of shoes that are in that video.
Now, in my deep dive, we did talk about some of his music. He has—
Who the fuck took pictures of him cleaning those shoes? Wait, what?
What he was cleaning off of these.
Okay, so I checked out his burner account, and there's this video of him cleaning shoes, and there were like Hello Kitty shoes that he was cleaning also.
Those shoes don't look like they fit him.
But he's cleaning these pair of shoes right here. This is Celeste's profile picture on Facebook, and she's wearing the exact same pair of shoes that are in that video.
Now, in my deep dive, we did talk about some of his music. He has one song that's dedicated to Celeste, titled Celeste. We also revealed that he releases music on her birth date every year. Unfortunately, she did not make it to her 15th birthday, which just passed because her body was recovered on September 8th, the day after. Now, David was actually coming out with a new album today. I can't believe he was supposed to release a new album, but the record label is stopping it. This is how you know everything is going down the drain, because now that the record labels are starting to pull him, they must know something that we don't know. I mean,
Well,
I mean,
I just saw pictures of both of them. He had pictures of both of them. When we at 423, he had pictures of both of them. Right. I saw pictures of both right here. Okay. This is the deceased, and this is age 23. So he put this up here, but he still acknowledged the girl in this video as Celeste Rivas. I want to know what these papers are. I want to see this paper, this page. Why you only gave me a piece of this shit, goofy? Yeah, nobody talking about Celeste Herrera. The picture's there and nothing. He still acknowledged her in the video as somebody else, as the 15-year-old. There's some next level weirdo mix of emo, horrorcore, mumble rap, all mixed into one big fuckery. Coño man, facts. I agree with that assessment.
Album. Now, I don't know if anyone at Universal or Sony was aware of his relationship with a minor, but he made it really clear through his music and his work. You cannot tell me that that doesn't look like Celeste right here in his music video, and then she disappears like she is dead. Put that on the screen so you guys can see how she just fades away like she never existed. We see her one more time where he gives her a white rose. I don't know what this shirt says. I will sink you. I will sink low. Comment below if you guys know what this shirt says here. Remember how Celeste was stuffed into the front?
I bet he doesn't get charged and walks free for this. This is just one of sick Hollywood ritual. Papa, he go free for this? Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have a problem.
Trunk of a Tesla.
They better have a way better explanation.
Well, in this music video, it looks like he has some people stuffing a body into the trunk and then closing the door. I don't know who this woman is. She doesn't look like Celeste, but maybe he's telling a story here. Really bizarre to think.
This guy's making a lot of fucking connections too, though.
Think that he is showing video footage of people stuffing a person into a trunk, then later his registered vehicle has somebody stuffed in the trunk. His song Romantic Homicide, which is one of his biggest hits, seems like it is a confession that he had killed Celeste. Now, he did an interview with Genius about this song and its lyrics, but none of it really adds up to me. Like, in my mind, why are you chanting over and over again, I killed you?
I didn't kill her physically, but in the back of my mind, she died. And I didn't even cry, not a single tear. I killed you. So it's not like the thought of her is gone by itself was something that she did. It was something that I decided to do. And I killed her in the back of my mind. It was really more of a figurative I killed you, especially in the back of my mind. I try to stress that in the back of my mind. That's why I say it so loud. In the back of my...
Yeah, you stressing it. Like Trompito be stressing huge. Lots of drugs on that boat. Yeah, you stressing it. You pushing it. Amazingly. In the back of my mind. Profound deepness in the back. All the way in the back of my mind.
My mind, you died. In the back of my mind, I killed you. So it's all in the mind.
David's really trying to clarify that it's all in the mind. It's like, well, I mean, yes, sir. I mean, I would hope that you're not admitting to murder, but now seeing all of this evidence, it might seem like you are. Here's another one of his unreleased songs.
Nobody ever caught me, but I've spoken too soon. In the back of a police car, I forgot whatever I knew. I ain't telling nothing. Do the same if they ask you about her.
Now, when Dave
definitely has a type. I bet dude picked out the video model too. Casting for the video. Yeah, as long as they're underage and all look the same, he's with it. Bitch ass.
I forgot whatever I knew. I ain't telling nothing. Do the same if they ask you about her.
Now, when David performs his songs, he gets emotional. I don't know if it's because of the artistry or because it's kind of like a trigger, a reminder of what he had done in his past.
I love you from the after.
Like, he's only 20 years old. Why is he so deeply emotional?
He's a fucking liar, that's why. Because he's made himself this character. No, it'd be what they experience. Nah, not all of them. No, everybody ain't Jimi Hendrix. What's crazy is that he's been chilling, keeping a low profile. Well, you could call that hiding, you know, from the public eye. He's lost deals. He's canceled tour dates, so something. It's like one of y'all have yet to do so, yeah. But they need to go put some bracelets on that motherfucker, man. Let him go cry in the cell and shit. Bitching all the time and shit. Fuck out of here. What's wrong with this asshole?
Oh, I just have, like, when I see, like, the killer crying, I have zero remorse. In this next clip, it sounds like he's singing, "I killed her and didn't regret it." That's kind of like where I feel like he lies in all of this. I don't think he seems really regretful. I mean, if he did this, he left her to rot while he goes on this world tour. There's definitely something wrong with him.
Can't believe I said it, but it's true.
Why are his songs like this? All the weird lyrics in his songs and TikTok likes about murdering and dismembering, this guy is a complete psycho. I swear to God, you could see the psychotic energy in his effing eyes. Without a doubt, complete
Come on, everything is hindsight 2020, you know what I'm saying? And you can see the evil in somebody's eyes in a picture after the fact every time. What the fuck are you talking about? No mama's way. Fuck out of here.
No, mami.
Mono con los ojos tapados. One person added that if you look at his music videos, most of them have women that look very similar to...
That's a fact. That's something Vicente and Velez pointed out. He gotta type this piece of shit.
Celeste. God, what an effing sad and horrible story for this girl. Can you imagine how her mother feels? She already had to deal with her missing daughter for that time. Now she finds out that her daughter was dismembered and left in a tow truck. I mean, that is heartbreaking. Now, besides the official music videos, there are other clips going viral, like this really concerning one of both Celeste and David on stream.
He trained you.
No, you didn't.
That's controversial.
Now here's the question, Vicente. Is this Celeste Rivas or is this Celeste Herrera?
On stream.
He trained you.
No, you didn't.
That's controversial.
It's controversial of kids.
So she goes mute here for a second.
Now, 23-year-olds are immature, but I could definitely see a 15-year-old there. And I don't know if y'all heard what she said. She said, R-wording kids is controversial.
He trained you.
No, you didn't.
That's controversial.
It's controversial of kids.
So she goes mute here for a second, but essentially David said, like, this is controversial. And she said, like, controversial, like, R-wording kids. And then she goes mute. And I don't know if she's maybe making a joke about him doing things, like, illegal with her.
Really good.
Okay,
it's been a good one. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Mwah, 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 mwah. Oh my. Delete everything. Delete everything. Everything goes.
That's David at the end telling his moderators to delete everything to make sure there's no trace of this video clip. But we've got it. Now, remember that photo going viral of David paying off some of Celeste's classmates so that they stay quiet about his relationship with her? Well, it looks like a teacher from their school is going viral because he's speaking about his connection to...
This is the other kid the teacher was talking about.
This student over here and Celeste. And he's kind of warning his students of the dangers of what Celeste's situation is. I mean, meeting someone on social media, and I hope if any of you are young or even if you're not, please be careful when you're talking to people online.
That's her in my classroom in front of this poster right here. Okay, hold up. I got another one because I got a picture on TMZ.
Shout out Shannon. Who is Celeste Herrera? I don't know because I don't have that page he showed. That's why we need to protect our women and children, indeed. Maybe Rivas because they was talking, oh shit, I wasn't gonna put that up there.
See, this other kid exchanging stuff with the rapper who we alleged did this stuff. Hold on a second, because he's also in my classroom.
Wait, how long ago was this?
We all just found out yesterday who it was, but she's been missing since I taught her. So when I taught her, she met this dude on social media. He was a rapper in LA. He came and got her. She ran away from home. She was gone for like a month. The cops found her in Hollywood, brought her back to our school. She came back to our school, kind of told people this story. She disappeared again in May of that year, May of 2024. That's when her friends told me what happened, that it was this rapper, that they were like blackmailing him, all of this stuff. And then I found out yesterday that she's now dead in that rapper's car, cut into pieces. You want to know how they met? I feel like I just said it. Social media. Let me tell you another story. Hold on.
So scary to think about and a good story to tell, because there are so many people who were kind of involved in this, or at least slightly aware. And if there is more communication, more community, maybe they would have been able to try to protect her from him. But David seemed like he was
They needed to protect that child not only from him but from herself.
determined. If it wasn't Celeste, it would have been someone else. Now, I don't know what the police are doing. This kind of pisses me off. They're supposedly following several leads. Like, who are the several leads? I could tell you one right now, and he lives like 5 minutes away from me. Part of me wants to go and drive up to the home.
You go drive up. Shut the fuck up talking about it.
Do some, boots on the ground investigating. So the investigators are following up on several leads, and I hope that they are asking David about his side. I think that they're trying to kind of wait and figure out what their story is before they confront him. They did remove some evidence, including a computer.
That conversation on that screen is enough. The pictures is enough. It's enough. What you been doing with this 13-year-old girl all this time? And they need to stop that 15-year-old. We don't know how long she been gone. She might have only made it to 14 in life.
There's no denying that David was probably the last person with Celeste. Since she disappeared, she had been seen with him. Celeste's brother even said that it was true that David was dating Celeste. When she ran away from home, her mother talked about her daughter dating a guy named David and having matching tattoos with him. So I hope the family can get some justice here. It is a disturbing and disgusting situation. A pop singer is now finding himself in the middle of a murder investigation. And I'm not going to stop reporting on this until there's justice for Celeste. So
yeah, that guy shouldn't be wherever he's at. He's had the opportunity to smoke a woman in every city he's been in since this has happened. And who knows if she's his only body, allegedly. I was wondering if he was going to show up to today's show. R&B singer cancels the rest of the tour dates. Another Garth Brooks. This one seems real, Papas. But yeah, could be that. Allegedly. Allegations. Everybody.
You're stealing, right to jail. You're playing music too loud, right to jail, right away. You're driving too fast, jail. Slow, jail.
But that's the only news. Now let me look up Celeste Herrera. I see nothing on Celeste Herrera. Nothing attached to him. Only Celeste Rivas. And I hope they're not mistaken too. Fans accused David of grooming after Celeste Rivas found in Tesla. The internet's, man. Gotta keep these kids off the fucking internet, man. The devil, right? The devil. We're gonna keep an eye on this story. Rest in peace, Celeste. He shouldn't feel safe nowhere.